All right, everybody, welcome back to On Cycle. This is a new On Cycle Reacts for 2025. We put a bunch of reacts out last year now, and a lot of you asked, hey, can we review this? Can we review that? So the first one we decided to do was Blue Devils 2024 because everybody loves the show but me. I don't know. So it's fine.
Sometimes you gotta watch one that you're gonna get a little angry about. I like it.
Here's the thing, like you guys, everybody out there knows if you watch the show long enough that I have beef with the Blue Devils. But I've said all season last year, this was the best. This is my favorite show in years. I can't remember the last time I liked the Blue Devils show. I really like this show.
I like it a lot as well.
Quite a bit. I think it's creative. It's different. It's completely not the Blue Devils, but still the Blue Devils in the ways that I like. You know, because there's things I do like about them, but. So, as Robbie takes a sip out of his nice new On-Cycle coffee mug. Ooh, look at that little branding.
We should say we don't have officially branded On-Cycle coffee mugs.
Yeah.
But if you think we should and you think you would buy one.
Yeah, let us know in the comments. That's a good point. And if you are a coffee cup entrepreneur looking to get your name out there, we would love to just work with you and just, create our own line of coffee cups. Anyway, so
shall we quit the banter and get to it?
Let's get into it. We're looking at, what's the name of the show?
The Romantics.
The Romantics, that's right.
All right. Starting off, I do just want to say, I thought Blue Devils had the absolute best uniforms of the course this entire year.
It's this and the Troopers, I think, were my two favorite uniforms.
I like Coats too. Again, I think Coats uniforms works very well for their show.
Thank you. Yes, exactly what I was going to say. If you watched the Blue Coat show from last year, very simple, very sleek, and it made sense with everything they were doing.
These uniforms, I see them, I go,
performing the 2024 program, The Romantics. Drum Corps International.
And just even while they're standing still, even the pit. So good.
Yeah. I love this opening.
It's great. Look, it looks like you're like, where's the color guard?
Yeah, exactly. Oh, there they are.
Yep. I wish that the feed that we're getting this from had been in a high angle.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's not like they had the entire summer to figure out what angle to have it on for literally the first moment of the show. Oh, there goes capes a little bit.
Love it.
Oh, yeah.
Such a powerful chord.
Just with high brass, too. Blue Devils every year has the laser beams for their high brass. I love it, though.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sometimes when I like a nice warm sound, sometimes I just want to be punched in the face with brass. Good stuff.
Excellent mellophones. See, the mellophone is just awesome. So good.
Yeah. Awesome, strong opening. Big fan of it.
Tenor feature's pretty sick, too.
Yeah.
I like the decrescendo in the tenor feature into the low brass feature, like this little part here. Very aesthetically pleasing.
Mellows there.
Yeah.
Everyone was gunning for a Jim Mock this year.
Yeah. Everybody's books are hard.
Yeah. Oh, and the turnaround is just like the absolute pitch black capes. I feel like everyone guy's booking it.
It's so good. Have your trumpet feature on the front hash. Woof.
Yeah.
Sorry, trumpets.
Yeah. Probably spent a lot of time getting the timing of that right.
Yeah. I don't have to. I'm like all mic'd up.
I do love that little like pulling out.
The guard hit mixed with the horn line cut off and the drum line is perfect in that moment.
Oh, this little with them swaying back and forth. We talked about this before. Like that must. I have no idea how they got it so in time.
Yeah.
Everyone's facing down. They're like you can't. How do you see a drum major? Right, and then a little spin around.
So cool.
I love it. Get a little amount of moving while playing here. And then they start standing still again. But I like the effect it produces.
Yeah.
And one of my favorite moments. Oh my God! There it goes.
There it goes. Yeah,
there we go.
So this entire section confused me all year, right?
Yeah.
As we're looking down here now, this entire section confused me all year. I went to finals and I sat next to a guy and he was like, "Oh yeah, it's a carousel," and I was like,
"Oh, for the ending part."
No,
that explains the horses too.
Yes, that's exactly what it is, right? So they're going into this next feature. This is like a carousel song. Right, it's like if you listen to it, like when we play it here in a second, like you'll hear it's kind of like blah, 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 blah,
okay,
blah.
it does sound very carousel.
Yeah, exactly.
I get what you mean.
And I was because the whole season, I'm like, what is with these freaking horses? Like I don't get it. And then somebody said it to me, and I was like, nah, it makes total sense. Now. So
I think that whole opener, that opener's full of a lot of cool moments.
Yeah. Well, so one of the other really neat things about the whole show, and this is why I really was into the show this year, is when you the error of music that they're trying to go with and what they're trying to do is they're describing these moments of time that aren't quite complete. So if you look at all the forms and you look at all of everything that they're doing, there's a lot of this next section you see boxes with like one person missing out of it. And if you look at the big hit in the opener, they come and they start building this perfect box, and as the box is filling in from the backside, the front half of it's falling apart.
Yeah.
So it's all this concept of like never quite finished, never quite complete. Yeah. And it's really, really neat. It makes me feel uncomfortable the entire show because I want it to be finished.
Yeah.
And I appreciated the concept going into it to help me like understand what was going on. So, so if you're still watching, check it out as you're moving on. You probably see it and tell me what you think about it.
I think this is the point where they take the capes off. And the capes made them a little dirty, but I also am glad that they are in the show.
The capes
it's something
are so
cool and unique,
They're
right?
so cool. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, let's keep going through here. They're taking the capes off now. I did think someone pointed out the transition of taking the capes off. It was kind of like, all right, now take your capes off.
Yeah, it wasn't really, there wasn't a reason for it.
Yeah, usually BD's better with their transition, with their costume changes.
Yeah.
This one was a little, they were kind of like, we just need everyone to take the capes off. Let's just have them do it. I do like the throwing of the capes and incorporating them as a color guard prop. That's fun.
Yeah. Yeah, see the carousel moving in the background now.
Yeah, and they're doing a lot of like
Yep.
bouncy music and visuals.
Yep.
So anytime you get up close, you're like, oh, right there, youths. They're giant.
Yeah.
I love this part. Low brass.
Yeah, give me a section where tubas just get to fart in the field. It's awesome.
I mean, every rehearsal?
Yeah. Our boy Connor's down there too. He's one of the features.
It's a very fun little like piccolo trumpet duet.
Pokemon part.
Again, another one of those. BD always has one section where I'm like, I don't get how this fits, but it's fun, so I guess I don't care.
This section here is all about these stairs not quite being finished. As you watch them.
I think this is one of the most ambitious drill moves of the whole year.
Yep.
I think it's a little too dirty. I think there's just a little too much going on design-wise for you to appreciate
really what's
happening.
Yeah, correct.
But again, I always appreciate what they're trying. The way they'll stare down.
Another great snare feature.
Yeah.
And a drumline breakdown. I love a good drumline breakdown.
Yeah. I love the little move to the side.
Little sway, little panache. Whoop, ripple.
weird little like individualist moments where one person will break out from the form and like.
Yep. There he goes. Because that person's frozen in time.
Blue Devil's pit is always just like going crazy.
So, all of DCI's pits, man, they're just, the hands are so fast.
All the power of the people out there. I could not do what you do, especially if it had me not moving all day during a 12-hour rehearsal, just standing still and playing notes. I could not do it. Power to you. Give the horn line like a nice break. There's still interesting stuff going on, but the horn line gets rested chops for a little bit.
Yeah. So it was much dirtier than it usually is.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's not bad still.
All right. I think this is the start of the ballad. All right.
Yeah, so here you go. This is like another, like, I wouldn't call the first part of that, like the carousel part, I wouldn't call it a ballad, but it was like a slowing down kind of feel.
It was like a movement that goes between like 4 different pieces.
Yeah. Yeah, it's very odd transition. I didn't like it. It's not that I didn't like it. I didn't understand why there were so many different things going on.
Yeah, it was definitely very like, we're jumping to this, then we're jumping to that, then we're jumping to this, right?
Yeah.
I think it works pretty. BD is usually pretty good about having a eclectic collection of music.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, you know.
I think I mean they're better at it than most cores. You know, I've seen other cores try and do it. It doesn't work quite as well.
Oh, I think they're better at doing what they do, but I don't think that it changes much year to year.
Like, yeah, that's fair. Yeah, I just think the eclectic collections of music.
Exception.
Yeah. Yeah. Right. That was kind of like it was almost like snapshots. Right? It wasn't one piece that you're moving through. It was like 4 or 5 different pieces that you get like 30 seconds to a minute of throughout that whole second movement there.
Yeah.
Which I can appreciate, but it does make the show, in a show that's already got a lot of ideas going in it, it does sometimes risk it making the ideas feel cluttered.
Yeah, I agree.
Right? All right, let's do this ballad. This is a ballad that I am a big fan of. I like it. Maybe it's just because
it's a pretty ballad. I don't.
It is pretty.
Understand why it's here.
I didn't like 23's ballad all that much, so I was like, oh, a ballad that I can hear the melody of and enjoy.
Yeah, this Flugelhornist is fantastic.
BD every year is like, I guess we have to put a flugelhorn in now, and I'm not complaining.
Yeah, nobody's complaining about a flugel.
Also, that dude with the sweet hair on the guitar.
Yeah. An overpowering trombone.
The bad trombone is like just strolling through the field. Let's go for a walk.
They told him, like, hey man, just walk naturally. He's like, I don't know what to do with my...
Yeah. I love a good moment about where you get to a big sustain. Like, is this the end? They're like, halfway. Don't worry. We got another sustain coming.
Yeah, don't worry. It's more ballad.
This is a cool move. I like this little drill move.
Yeah, same thing, right? This is
the lines going into complete.
Yep. As you see, and they're building this box. I don't know if you can see
the way
it
it like splits apart and whatnot.
Yeah, and then it just kind of like almost finishes.
Then this is what they do. This is like the one they actually finish. Like, okay, we'll do it for the ballad hit.
It's just for a moment. And you can tell tonally too.
It makes sense for the first complete unison picture to be during the ballad hit. That is the time to do it. That's what Boston did with their colors. And of course, they've got great screamers. Trombone screamers as well. All right, let's just let it finish out to the end.
We did the drum line to come out and pick up the tempo. We got you guys.
Go ham on that synthesizer, I guess, is making those sounds.
Oh, hit the more sonic.
The Boston hoops.
Yeah, more sonic stuff.
Yeah.
the Sonic the Hedgehog era. Every Blue Knights had those things.
Yeah.
Boston had them, like just big, colorful
Huge
rings.
year for the ring producers. Keeping them in business.
The ring market was really booming this year.
Yeah. Some cool drill moments. I love a good intertwining line.
Yeah.
This is a cool closer too.
Yeah.
I can see everything that's happening, all the drills, like all these shapes and circles intertwining. And Mellows. He's locked in.
Oh, awesome.
Here it comes.
This company front is ridiculous.
Big line. Boom.
If you're watching this and you don't understand how difficult that is, it's a
Marching
it's
backwards. They do it for a bunch of people.
Look at that. I give shit to BD all the time for not moving, but they're moving there.
They're running, doing this close up. And then you do the classic BD. All right, just
Here's that C, baby.
I love the slow horns down too.
I'm a huge fan always. Where did that guy come from?
Who's this guy?
Who's this guy? Oh, yeah.
All
It's
right.
like it's a good show. It's one of those things where finally you see the Blue Devils do something different, right?
Yeah.
And you see them do something different, and they do it extremely well. I think the show is really good. There's a lot of like interesting like decision making that I think that happened
Yeah.
that kind of held them back a little bit. But I also don't dislike the decision making.
Yeah.
You know,
I'd rather see a core go for something new and struggle a little bit rather than just stick with what's comfortable.
And here's the thing: look, you're the Blue Devils, right? You're at this point, damn,
Yeah.
they're guaranteed a medal at championships.
Yeah, right.
Right. This is the first time they've been third, below second place
Since the 2000s.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, since 06, whatever it was. You know, they haven't been
That was
out of
it.
first place since the 90s, or out of first, second, third since the 90s. So it's they're right. They're the right organization to come out and test some boundaries and do some different things because you're going to do it well. And again,
Exactly.
you're going to try and test, and that's always my problem with the Blue Devils is I never feel like they test anything.
Yeah.
This is the same thing.
This
Like
year
I
it
got
felt
it. You guys
like
are going to
they
win
finally
again.
actually
Yes.
were trying some new
Yes,
stuff.
and that is why I appreciated it this year.
Yeah.
That's why this is my favorite Blue Devil show since 1987.
I was going to say, since what, Channel 1 series?
Yeah, Channel 1,
Yeah.
86. 86
It is not. I like lots of the 2010s Blue Devils shows.
Yeah, I know you do. Poser.
Of 2009, I love lots of Blue Devils shows. Definitely my favorite of the post-COVID era.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
And
absolutely.
they finally broke out of their comfort zone a little bit.
Yeah. If this show had won 2 years ago when the Dirty Desk show won, I would have been okay with this show winning. Is
23.
that what it was?
Yeah.
Is that what the
I don't know. I'm not
whatever the post-it note show
not
was?
sure. Yeah, it was 23. I'm not sure this show would have beaten.
No.
Garden
I'm
of
not.
Love.
I'm not saying it would have.
You would have been more okay with
But I
them
would have been
winning.
more okay with them winning with this show.
Yeah, maybe in
for
22.
whatever reason they were judged that way than the other one because I thought that show was boring.
Yeah, I
this
think they
show
just-
at least is semi-exciting.
Yeah, those shows were they were a little safer and they're a little cleaner.
Yeah.
But like I said, I'd rather have something that's a little more risky.
Yeah, I agree.
You know.
Yeah. So
well.
obviously, let us know what you thought of the show.
Yeah.
We hope you enjoyed it. It's it's a fun show. It's easy to watch.
Cool. Yeah. Do you think
yeah.
they should have placed higher? Do you think they should have been
Yeah.
kicked out of finals? Do
Right.
you hate the Blue Devils?
I mean-
will you defend them to your last breath? Let us know.
We already did Phantom 2024, so that to me was the third place show. Period.
I think
That-
effect wise,
yeah,
that's fair to
listen,
say.
it's the GE is all. It's most of the scoreboard.
most but not all.
Yeah, correct. And but they still lost in GE. I don't understand. Not lost, but they came in fourth place in GE. I don't understand how this show.
It's because GE also has to do with effect. I think.
Yeah, there's no
Sorry,
effect
with
in this show.
sorry,
Like,
with
it's a good
execution.
whatever.
say.
I know.
I know.
Anyway, the execution. Watch Phantom again.
Anyway.
go over to On Cycle. Watch the Phantom show.
Share
Tell us
2024.
which one should have been better.
Phantom Reacts.
We all know which one should have been better. So
All right.
Good. That's
All right. Until then, though, leave us some suggestions for other shows you want us to react to. And we'll see you next time. Off Cycle.